watching out for you. A Fox 5 I-Team investigation.
In an about-face, Fulton County administrators announced they will conduct an audit into spending at the Fulton County Animal Shelter.
This comes after an I-Team investigation revealed questionable spending on the part of the nonprofit hired to run Fulton County Animal Services. Well, I-Team reporter Randy Travis says part of that spending involved multiple trips to New York City. Randy?
That's right, trips by the nonprofit's president in a bid to run New York's animal shelter system. Up until now, no one has ever audited this charity that does everything from handling thousands of abandoned pets to ticketing owners who don't have their dog on a leash. Why is your dog not on a leash?
She just ran out the door right then.
David York is trying to catch his personal dog, Daisy. He's having an even more difficult time explaining to the I-Team about a trip he took to New York in an attempt to run the New York Animal Shelter system.
Well, who funded the trip to New York for that bid up there?
Randy, I have no idea. I'm sure you're trying to get me worked up.
No, we're just trying to figure out who paid for it. York is the owner of Barking Hound Village, a chain of doggy daycare centers in Atlanta and Texas. 3 years ago, he became the president of a newly formed charity, Barking Hound Village Foundation, and won the $2.1 million annual contract to operate Fulton County's animal shelter. When he signed the contract, York promised to use all fees and revenue, including private donations and grants, exclusively for animal control services. He also had to submit each month a categorical listing by line item of expenditures and income as based on contractor's budget. We looked at those monthly reports York submitted. In addition to thousands of dollars in restaurant, taxi, hotel, and travel charges, we spotted dozens of charges in New York City. At the same time, York was bidding to also run the New York shelter system. The pre-bid conference in New York was October 20th, 2009. On the reports, David York listed Big Apple hotel and restaurant charges in late September, a charge for $195 at an upscale New York pet boutique in late October, another New York restaurant charge in early November, even more in December, including airfare to New York with his attorney. York told us he flew to New York to check on an organization that accepts adoptable animals from Fulton County.
Some of that time was spent with Animal Haven.
And you need your attorney to fly out with you on that?
Randy, I don't even, I guess we can stand here all day, and I'm happy to sit down.
Just a question, did you need your attorney to go with you for these other things? It sounds like she went because of this bid that you were making in New York.
A very short time. She might not have even been in town 24 hours.
She helped you with the bid?
She helped with the bid, but she, I don't know. As far as flights and this stuff, I have no idea.
The county report shows a $2,700 payment to York's attorney within a week of that New York trip, listed under office supplies.
Bidding for the New York job would not be an allowable expense, right?
Correct.
But Tony Phillips says Fulton County isn't concerned about the charges or all those other unacceptable restaurant and hotel visits because the county assumes separate donations from York's foundation provided the funds, not county taxpayers. In fact, he says York didn't have to put them on the reports at all.
It was to show everything that they were doing so that there would be transparency, so that there would be no questions about what was going on. Now, in doing so, were the things included that did not need to be on the report? The answer to that is yes.
The I-Team reviewed the charity's 2009 tax return. After paying him a $51,000 salary and paying his private company another $38,000 in management fees, York's charity doesn't report enough separate donations to cover those unauthorized expenses. Then there's the charge to fly Murray Goldthwait to Atlanta in December 2009, $631 in airfare, hotels, and meals. He's a Humane Society director in Delaware.
Did you also tell the people in New York that he would be the director up there if you got the job?
No, I mentioned that, candidates that we had, but that was not even considered.
The I-Team reviewed York's bid documents submitted a month after York flew Goldthwait to Atlanta. Here's Murray Goldthwait's resume. The name Murray is slotted as operations director on the organizational chart, right under York's name. New York ultimately gave the contract to a different group. Meanwhile, the hunt for David York's dog continues.
Daisy,
come here.
You all yell at me, and unfortunately, the dog ran out.
Well, come on. You let the dog out every day to run out here and go to the bathroom. We've seen you.
Well, not every day. She's usually right here under this tree, so.
Under your control? She ran across the road here.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect, Randy.
Now, on its most recent tax return, Barking Village Foundation listed only 2 officers, one of them David York. The Better Business Bureau recommends an independent board of at least 5 members to properly monitor how a charity raises and spends its money.
All right. At the outset, we mentioned that as a consequence, it appears, of your investigation, there's going to be an audit. How far back is that going to go? Do you know?
Good question. I don't know yet. We're going to find out hopefully later on this week. But remember, the auditors recommended 3 years ago that an audit be done each year, and not one has been done so far. So perhaps they'll go back all 3 years to when Barking Village Foundation originally took over this contract.
It'll be interesting to hear the reaction not only of taxpayers but also of the donors to the foundation.
Right. Donors want to make sure their money is going to the right place, and they want to make sure that it's going to help dogs, to help the pets, to help the people that the foundation says, the animals that the foundation says it's out there to help.
Fair enough. Randy, thanks very much.